Welcome to Behavior with Function, where we talk about all things behavior. Today, we're going to be talking about the ABCs of behavior. Before we get started, we need to define what is behavior. We like to say that behavior is something that a dead man can't do. So any of those actions that you do throughout the day, all of them classify as behavior. The ABCs of behavior are antecedents, or what occurs directly before the behavior itself, whether that behavior is a challenging behavior or desired behavior, and finally, a consequence, or something that happens immediately following the behavior. Now let's take a second and dive a little bit deeper. So starting with our A, or antecedents. Now, as we said before, antecedents are the things that occur immediately before a behavior and often functions as like a trigger that causes the behavior to occur. This can happen with a desired behavior, like if your email dings reminding you that you have an assignment due later that day, that might prompt you to study. It can also happen with a undesired behavior, like a teacher asking a student to go outside, prompting the student to start screaming or throwing a tantrum. A setting event is something that's a little bit different from an antecedent, because unlike an antecedent that occurs immediately before a behavior, a setting event could occur at a different time and in a different setting. So we can think of something like a night filled with little sleep because of a storm or not enough breakfast, setting a child up for misbehavior. As an adult, we can think maybe no coffee and getting stuck in traffic might cause us to snap at a coworker. A behavior is any behavior that we can observe, and some behaviors are appropriate in one setting but not appropriate in another. If we think of sleeping, that's something that is perfectly appropriate at certain times, but during your school day might not be. Things like raising your hand or throwing your tantrum are also behaviors. When we go to look at and observe a behavior, we want to make sure the behavior is well defined. Next are the consequences, which is something that occurs immediately after a behavior. Consequences really are broken into two groups. First, you have reinforcing consequences, which increase the likelihood that a behavior occurs. Next, you have punishments, which decrease the likelihood that a behavior occurs. Whether a reinforcement is positive or negative, it will increase the likelihood that a behavior occurs. Remember, our reactions are always going to influence behavior. It just might not be in the way that you intend. Because of this, it's really important to be intentional about those interactions. If you like this video, make sure you like, share, and subscribe for more content. You can also head on over to Instagram at Behavior with Function.
Created using Powtoon.